tax reduction, fee reduction. We got big news coming out of Pantherswap. I'm going to talk about it, the good, the bad, the ugly. This is going to be controversial. A lot of different opinions on this, I assume, are going to come out of the woodworks. And I'm going to try to discuss some of those things right now for you. Basically, the main thing on this video is a reduction in Pantherswap transfer taxes. And then there's also a little bonus thing at the end, so make sure you guys stay till the end. As it stands right now, the way the tax structure on Pantherswap works is you pay 5% transfers on anytime you move Panther, the token. And the way it is right now is 3% of that is burnt and 2% of that goes to automatic liquidity. Now they're going to update that, they say, within 24 hours from 5% to 2% tax, 1% burning, and 1% going to automatic liquidity. So what does this mean? Is this good? Is this bad? I'm going to get into that right now. So overall, is it good or bad? I can't really tell you. Overall, it's probably good for the long term of the project. First, let's talk about security. I know the 5% transfer tax might help prevent flash loan attacks and just multiple types of attacks. But the team is saying that with the anti-whale feature, you can't move. I don't know the exact percentage, but hypothetically, I'm going to say no one person can move like 0.5% of the total funds in any one given time. I'm not a security expert, but that should help. You have harvest lockups. There's some other things, other features. So they're not worried about the reduction of the transfer tax as a security issue. Most places don't have a 5% transfer tax, and of course we are seeing some exploits, but just because a swap doesn't have a transfer tax doesn't mean it's a target for an exploit. Now again, I'm not a security expert, so you have to think about yourself. I think that this could bring in new investors, obviously, people who didn't want to pay those taxes. New people coming in. I don't know, honestly, how much of effect that's going to have. I know for me, I wasn't scared of the 5% tax. I see a lot of comments online. People don't like the taxes. I know this is going to make a lot of people happy. So as far as general sentiment for the project, I know a lot of people are going to be happy about this, which is good for the project in general. Me personally, I don't know if I like this. Obviously, I've already paid my 5% taxes on everything. Now, this will mean every time you move your Panther, you harvest, you swap out, you swap in, it means you're going to keep more of your Panther. So that's good news. Less Panther will be burned overall. Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting to see. I think it's a little unfair to early investors because we already paid the taxes and now they're being lowered. So our buy-in price was higher. I think if this raises the price, then no one's going to care. Everyone's going to be happy. I'm not sure if that's going to be the result. I guess we're going to see. What it means is the Pantherswap team is thinking about their tokenomics and they're trying to make changes to improve it. And the last video I made on Pantherswap was about the plan A and the plan B, which most people are aware of. And I said that it all kind of seems like a little bit of a conspiracy to lower the transfer taxes because you had this plan A, which was exactly what we were already doing, only adding the reduction of transfer fees. And then you had plan B, which was just kind of nonsense. And now the very next day, we're seeing the transfer taxes go down. So I'm not saying I was right about my conspiracy, but I was right about my conspiracy. It seems as though their whole plan was to reduce the transfer tax, and they were trying to get people ready for that. Try to kind of make it seem like it was our idea. So I think there's going to be good and bad with this. I think a lot of people are going to be happy. I think some people are not going to be happy. No one's going to be happy in every decision that's made. I think we can't, like, I don't think we should be up in arms about it. Like, if you are pro 5% tax and you're an earlier investor and you've already paid your tax, you are getting jammed a bit. But I don't think we can be like super pissed off because this project is only a couple months old and they're going to make changes. They're going to make changes to the platform the way they see fit. And if you invest in something this early, then you need to understand that as well. It doesn't mean you're going to agree or disagree with every decision. But what you should do is think about everything. Think about if you like this, if you want to continue, or if you don't want to continue. And regardless, if you decide to continue with the project, then you should try to support them and really just think over all the options and figure out if you agree with this or not. And for me, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think this might actually help because honestly, most people don't think things through. And new investors, your average investor is going to see a deduction in transfer taxes and be happy about that. So overall, I think this might progress Panther forward. I don't think this is really what they need to be worried about. Like, maybe they ran calculations and maybe they know things and they know that the transfer tax is just too prohibitive for people. I don't know. But I think they need to be focused on the PATC, focus on developing the coin, pushing the technology and the platform further. I personally didn't think this is necessary nor really support it, but I guess we will see. I'm in with Panther, and I know that they're going to make decisions that they see best fit. So that's pretty much what's happening here. We're going to see what happens. And like I said, there's good and there's bad about this, and there's going to be controversy. At the end of the day, if the price goes up, all that controversy is going to vaporize and no one's going to care. I'm still going to say the way I feel about it, regardless of the price. But again, if the price goes up, no, you're not going to hear anyone complaining. So that's pretty much where that stands. I think there's good and bad about the transfer fees going down. And there's one other thing I wanted to mention on this video. That pretty much covers the transfer taxes. But the team is also asking if we would be interested in the team deploying an independent Pantherswap on Matic. It would be a new token, different tokenomics, different supply. I'm guessing there would be interconnectability between the two eventually. And most people voted yes. 69% says yes, and 31% says no, they don't want that. I don't see why I wouldn't want that. I would vote. I voted yes on that, but I would rather them develop the PATC and some of the things on Pantherswap in the Pantherswap roadmap first before they start doing stuff like that. The PATC is actually new functions, new stuff, whereas this seems like they would probably just be copying pasting some Matic stuff. Who knows? But I'm not against the Matic. I'm pro putting it on Matic, like as many platforms as we can, as many chains as we can. But focus on the PATC, focus on the roadmap first, is my opinion. And my opinion, even when it comes to the transfer tax, focusing on the wrong things, focus on development of the coin. I think they're having a lot of push from the community to change the tokenomics, and they're trying to respond potentially. And when the community pushes for something, when there's a demand, then they have to supply. So if all the community is going lower taxes, they have to at least listen to that and consider it. And like I said, I think your average investor is going to like this, and so it might be good for the platform. So that's my video on the transfer taxes and slightly on Matic. You guys need to form your own opinions and voice them. I don't think we're gonna change this. I don't think if everybody goes, oh, bring the transfer taxes back. I think they're doing this. So it is what it is. We're gonna see what happens, and I appreciate everybody for watching.